What happened after Cleopatra secretly entered Julius Caesar's palace, hidden inside a carpet? Before we begin, if you haven't watched the previous episode about Cleopatra's incredible plan to enter Julius Caesar's palace hidden inside a carpet, I highly recommend watching it first, because that night was the beginning of one of the most famous stories in history. And now, let's continue the story. When the carpet was opened in front of Julius Caesar, he did not expect to find the young queen of Egypt, Cleopatra, hidden inside. She was in an extremely dangerous situation. Egypt was suffering from a power struggle between Cleopatra and her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII. Her brother controlled the palace with the support of powerful advisors and his army. But Cleopatra did not enter Caesar's presence as a helpless queen asking for mercy. She entered with a plan. She knew that the man standing before her was not just an ordinary Roman commander. He was one of the most powerful men in the world. And if she could win his support, she could take back her throne. According to historical accounts, Caesar was impressed by her courage and intelligence. He did not see her as just a beautiful woman, but as a woman with a sharp political mind who knew how to play the most dangerous game in the world, the game of power. However, their relationship was not only a love story, as many people believe. There was a clear political goal behind it. Cleopatra needed Rome's power, and Caesar wanted to protect Rome's influence in Egypt, a wealthy and strategically important land for the empire. After that, Caesar supported Cleopatra, and a conflict known as the Alexandrian War began. Ptolemy XIII and his supporters locked themselves inside Alexandria, and violent battles broke out between his forces and Caesar's army. During these events, a famous incident occurred when a fire spread in Alexandria. This event later became connected to the story of the destruction of the Library of Alexandria, although historians still debate the exact extent of the damage caused by that fire. In the end, Julius Caesar won, and Cleopatra returned to the throne as Queen of Egypt. But her story with Caesar did not end there. Sometime later, Cleopatra gave birth to a child named Ptolemy Caesar, who was also known as Caesarion. Cleopatra believed that he was the son of Julius Caesar. But this child was not just a son, he was part of a much bigger dream. Cleopatra wanted Egypt to become powerful and independent, and she may have dreamed that her son would one day inherit one of the greatest powers in the world. Later, Cleopatra traveled to Rome with Caesar, where she appeared before the Roman people as a foreign queen who created both fascination and controversy. But destiny was preparing a shocking twist. In 44 BC, Julius Caesar was assassinated by a group of Roman senators, ending the life of the man who changed the history of Rome forever. Suddenly, Cleopatra lost her most powerful ally. She returned to Egypt, but the world of politics showed no mercy. But their story would become another chapter in one of the most fascinating tales of love, power, and ambition in history. So, was Cleopatra simply a woman who fell in love? Or was she a brilliant politician who used her intelligence, beauty, and charisma to survive in a world ruled by men? In the next episode, we will discover how Cleopatra met Mark Antony, and how the story of Egypt's last queen came to its dramatic end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing historical stories.